Legend of Don Juan is yours to enjoy on great performances Friday at 9 here on membership-supported Channel 39.
Funding for Scholastic Scrimmage is provided by the Air Products Foundation. The foundation is supported by donations from Air Products and Chemicals Incorporated as a charitable organization whose contributions provide support for educational, cultural, health, and community programs in the Lehigh Valley. The series is also made possible by Channel 39 School Services participating districts.
WLVT-TV presents Scholastic Scrimmage, a weekly program featuring teams from Lehigh Valley High Schools in the contest of quick recall. Tonight's teams are from Salisbury High School and Catasaqua High School. Your host for Scholastic Scrimmage is Harry Price.
Good evening and welcome again to Scholastic Scrimmage. We're going to meet the teams and the coaches, then we'll begin the contest. From Salisbury High School, Griffith Dudding, a junior. Naresh Cannon, a sophomore. Brad Mann is the captain. Brad is a senior. Mark Wansidler, a junior. And the coach is Dali Yanoko, teacher of art. From Catasaqua High School, Brad Geiger, a senior. Doug Netarostek, the captain, is a senior. Andrew Shipper, a junior. Frank Genovese, a senior. And the coach is Pat Callahan, teacher of physics. Channel 39 is pleased to announce that at the conclusion of the series, the Air Products Foundation will present a $1,500 scholarship award to the championship high school and a $750 award to the runner-up high school. Both of these awards will be given in the names of the two respective Scholastic Scrimmage teams. Remember, the answers to the questions on Scholastic Scrimmage require rapid recall of factual information and are not necessarily indicative of academic training. The rules of the contest are as follows. On toss-up questions, you're given 10 points for each correct answer. 10 points, however, will be deducted for an incorrect response. If you answer incorrectly, then the opposing team will have an opportunity to answer without penalty, and they'll receive 5 points for a correct answer in this situation. Of course, a correct answer to each toss-up question gives you the opportunity to answer a bonus question without penalty. Team members may confer only on the bonus questions, and the answers to these questions should be given to me by the two team captains. A buzzer will signal the end of the contest. If it sounds while a question is being asked, the game stops. If the buzzer goes off while you're answering a question, however, you will be permitted to complete your answer, but no bonus questions will be asked. Are there any questions? If none, we'll begin the contest with our first toss-up, and we're looking at a 10-point bonus. I want you to name the American president impeached by the House for high crimes and misdemeanors in 1860. Salisbury, Naresh.
Johnson.
Which
Andrew Johnson.
Andrew Johnson is correct. It was in 1868. He was impeached by the House, but the impeachment proceedings were instituted by the House. The Senate acquitted him, however, by one vote later on. Here's your bonus, a 10-pointer. The region of the Soviet Union, known as Caucasia, lies directly between two bodies of water. For 5 points each, name those two seas. Brad?
The Black Sea and the Caspian Sea.
Correct. You've got your points. Going for another 10-pointer. Toss up. Washington Irving's Rip Van Winkle was set in which Salisbury, Griffith?
New York.
Incorrect. I want to complete it for Catasaqua. Washington Irving's Rip Van Winkle was set in which New York mountains? Brad?
The Catskills.
Correct. Catskill Mountains. Bonus 10-pointer. Doug, for you and the team. Doug, give me the answer. John Gunther wrote a book based on his son's death. For 10 points, what was its title? Doug?
As I Lay Dying.
No, it's Death Be Not Proud, which was written in 1949. His son died in 1947. Going for a 10-point bonus toss-up. For 10 points, what standard name refers to a solution that undergoes only a very limited change in pH upon the addition of a small amount of acid or base? It would be a buffer solution. Another toss-up. It's a visual toss-up. It's on the monitor. I want you to simplify that expression. Catasaqua, Andrew.
12x.
12x is incorrect. Salisbury. Brad.
12 to the x power.
12 to the x power, I will accept. Got 5 on the rebound, Brad. Let's have the bonus a 10-pointer. In a certain geometric progression, the third term is 6 and the fourth term is 18. For 5 points each, find first the fifth term in the progression. Brad?
162.
Incorrect. I'll give you the answers after I've completed this. The first term in the progression. Brad?
2.
No, both are incorrect. You said 162, I think, for the fifth term. It's 54 for the fifth term and 2/3 for the first term. Going for a 10-point bonus toss-up. Name the great British statesman of the 19th century who was 4 times Prime Minister, a leader of the Liberal Party, and an opponent and rival of the other statesman of the later Victorian age, Benjamin Disraeli. It's William Gladstone, served during the long reign of Queen Victoria. Another toss-up, multiple choice toss-up. In Julius Caesar, a fatal mistake of the conspirators proved to be which one of the following? Was it failing to kill Cicero? Was it concealing their plans from Portia? Was it allowing Antony to speak at Caesar's funeral? Or was it allowing the soothsayer to live? Catasaqua, Brad.
Allowing Antony to speak at the funeral.
Exactly. He turns the people against the plotters. Bonus 10-pointer, Doug, for you and the team. At Caesar's funeral, whose eulogy immediately preceded that of Antony? Doug?
Brutus.
Correct. You've got your 10 points. Again, we're looking at a 10-point bonus, your toss-up. Name the German physicist who's credited with the discovery of X-rays. Salisbury, Brad.
Roentgen.
I'll accept that. Röntgen. Wilhelm Conrad Röntgen. Bonus 10-pointer, Brad. It's a chemistry bonus question again, or I should say it's a question again in chemistry. Every organic acid involves a particular functional group. You can earn 5 points by naming that functional group, and another 5 points by giving me the chemical formula for the functional group. Brad?
The carboxyl group.
Go on.
COOH.
Correct on both counts. Going for a 10-point bonus. Toss-ups on the monitor. It's in the arts. On your monitor is the work of a 19th century ornithologist and artist noted for his finely detailed illustrations. Salisbury, Mark.
Audubon.
Correct. Illustrations of American wildlife, especially birds. I wanted you to name him John James Audubon. Bonus for Salisbury. It's a long-necked lute with 18 movable frets and a wooden body. The present-day versions normally have 7 strings. For 10 points, name this Indian instrument, of which Ravi Shankar is a modern master. Brad?
Setir.
We'll accept. Sitar. And I'm sure that Naresh was giving you the proper pronunciation. I'm probably mispronouncing it. Here's your toss-up, going for a 10-point bonus. Name the capital city of the Canadian province of Manitoba. Winnipeg. Again, a toss-up. How many months are there in 1 millennium? Salisbury, Naresh.
12,000.
Correct, Naresh. Here's your bonus. 10-pointer, Brad, for you and the team. What was the specific destination in Canterbury of the pilgrims in Chaucer's Canterbury Tales? Brad?
The Abbey of Thomas à Becket.
We'll accept that. The shrine of St. Thomas à Becket. Of course, they were coming from the Tabard in London. Toss-up, going for a 10-pointer. In what organ are structures known as nephrons located? Catasaqua, Doug.
The kidney.
Correct. The operational units of the kidney. For 10 points, what is the molecular weight, Doug, of benzene? It would be 78. C6H6 is benzene, gives 6 times 12 for the carbon. plus 6 times 1, which is 72 plus 6, or 78. Here's your visual on the monitor, again in mathematics. What angle does the line defined by 7x plus 7y minus 7 times the square root of 2 is equal to 0 make with a positive x-axis? Salisbury, Brad.
45-degree angle.
Incorrect. Over to Catasaqua. Doug.
90-degree.
No, Brad was close, but I said with the positive x-axis, it would be 135 with the positive x-axis. Toss up. Going for a 10-point bonus. Who was president of the United States during the Mexican War? Salisbury, Naresh.
McKinley.
Incorrect. Over to Catasaqua. James Knox Polk. He was the 11th president. He served from 1845 to 49. The Mexican War was 1846 to 1848. Toss up. Looking again at a 10-point bonus. It's a multiple-choice toss-up. For 10 points and from the following, what aspect of prayer is expressed first in the Lord's Prayer? Would it be confession, adoration, petition, or thanksgiving? Salisbury, Brad.
Adoration.
Correct. Your bonus, Brad. 10-pointer for you and the team. What mythological character flew so high on artificial wings that the sun melted them? Brad?
Icarus.
Correct. The son of Daedalus. Toss-up. It's a listening toss-up. I want you to listen to the excerpt. We just heard an excerpt from an American ballet, Appalachian Spring, for 10 points. And from the following, who was the composer? Was it Charles Ives, Ferdi Groffet, Benjamin Britten, or Aaron Copland? Catasaqua, Doug.
Copeland.
Correct. Bonus 10-pointer, Doug, for you and the team. What was the nationality of Franz Liszt? Doug?
Austrian.
No, he was Hungarian. Another toss-up, going for a 10-pointer. In addition to Paul Revere, a second messenger was sent to Concord, Mass. By way of Boston during the evening of April 18, 1775. For 10 points, name the second messenger. It was William Dawes, who, by the way, and he was joined, I should say, they were joined by Samuel Prescott in Lexington. Only Prescott got to Concord of the three. Another toss-up, multiple choice. Which one of the following is the case of personal pronouns used as subjects of sentences? Again, which one of the following is the case of personal pronouns used as subjects of sentences? Would it be nominative, possessive, it's Salisbury, Brad.
Nominative.
And it's sometimes called the subjective case. Correct. Bonus, Brad. For 10 points, give me an 8-letter adjective, starting with the letter S, that means plausible but incorrect, or apparently correct but not really so. Brad.
No response.
Specious. S-P-E-C-I-O-U-S. Specious is one I was looking for. I'm going to take a halftime break now with the score at half. 75 for Salisbury. That's 85 for Salisbury and 35 for Catasaqua. Griffith, you've watched the first round. We ask our contestants to tell us about their families, and if you would begin, I'd appreciate it.
Thank you. My father works in the Nuclear Quality Assurance Organization at PP&L, and my mother is a homemaker.
Thanks, Griffith. Naresh Cannon.
My father works at AT&T Bell Labs. My mother is a homemaker. I have one older brother, Niru. I have 3 younger brothers, Raj, who goes to the Salisbury Middle School, Dave and Nick, who attend the Western Salisbury Elementary School.
Thank you, Naresh. Captain Brad Mann.
My father is a management consultant. My mother is a substitute teacher, and I have 2 brothers, Greg and Mike, who are sophomores at Salisbury High School.
Thanks, Brad. Mark One Sidler.
My father works for AT&T Bell Laboratories, and my mother is a homemaker.
Thank you, Mark. Thanks to Salisbury. Let's go over to Catasaqua and begin with Brad Geiger.
My mother was a sales representative at Sears, and I have an older brother who works in Catasaqua, and I have a twin brother who's a senior at Catasaqua.
Thanks, Brad. Captain Doug Netarostic.
My father is a truck driver for Freedman's Express. My mom's a receptionist, and I have a younger brother in the 3rd grade at Sheckler Elementary School.
Thanks, Doug. Andrew Shipper.
My mother works at Fireman's Fund Insurance, and I also live home with my cousin Tom.
Thanks, Andrew. And finally, Frank Genovese.
My father is a fleet manager at Caloric Corporation, and my mother is a homemaker.
Thanks, Frank. Thanks to Catasaqua. Again, the score at half is 35 for Catasaqua, and it's 85 for Salisbury. We're going to begin the second half with the usual, a toss-up. We're looking at a 10-point bonus. Stalactites, stalagmites, and columns are all examples of dripstone. For 10 points, what's the predominant mineral in dripstone? Catasaqua, Doug.
Calcium.
Incorrect. Over to Salisbury. That's Brad.
Limestone.
No, I'm not going to accept that. It's what I was looking for was calcium carbonate, or calcite, really, mineral. Here's your toss-up, going for a 10-pointer. For 10 points, how many square inches are there in 2 square feet? Salisbury, Brad.
288.
Correct. Bonus 10-pointer, Brad. I don't want any shortcuts on this. Going to be on the monitor. What property of the real numbers is demonstrated by the equation on the monitor? Brad?
The distributive law.
I said I didn't want any shortcuts.
The distributive law for addition.
Incorrect. I won't accept that. Some people would give the shortcut distributive property or distributive law. We're looking for distributive property of multiplication with respect to addition, or of multiplication over addition, Brad. Going for a 10-point bonus. Toss up. What document prohibited slavery in all territory? Salisbury, Naresh.
Emancipation Proclamation.
Incorrect. I'm going to complete it for Catasaqua. No conferring, please. It is a toss-up. What document prohibited slavery in all territory to be acquired from Mexico? It would be the Wilmot Proviso. The Wilmot Proviso, which was an amendment to a law that was offered up by David Wilmot of Pennsylvania back right around the Mexican War. Another toss-up. According to Edward Lear's nursery rhyme, what 2 creatures danced by the light of the moon? Salisbury, Brad.
The owl and the pussycat.
Correct, from the Complete Nonsense book. Here's your bonus, 10-pointer, Brad. It's a bonus question to test your vocabulary. For 5 points each, give me the words that best fit these descriptions. First one, a 9-letter word of German origin that refers to a veal cutlet seasoned with garnish. Brad.
No response.
Schnitzel. Second one, an 8-letter word that refers to intricate and delicate ornamental work on gold or silver. Brad?
Arabesque.
No, I was looking for filigree. Filigree. Another toss-up, going for a 10-pointer. For 10 points, what is the standard unit of electric current? Salisbury, Brad.
Ampere.
Correct. Or amp. Bonus 10-pointer, Brad. The mammals are one of the 7 classes of vertebrate animals, and the mammals are in turn divided into numerous orders. I'll name 2 orders of mammals. For 5 points each, you give me the common name for a familiar mammal that belongs to each of these orders. First one, the cetaceans. Brad.
A whale.
Correct. Or a dolphin or a porpoise, I would have accepted. The lagomorphs. Brad?
A rabbit.
Correct. Hares, pikas would be other acceptable answers. You got your 10 points. Going again for a 10-point bonus. Here's your toss-up. It's a multiple-choice toss-up. The sides of a triangle are 5, 12, and 14 units long. Again, the sides of a triangle are 5, 12, and 14 units long. It is which one of the following triangles? Is it a right triangle, an obtuse triangle, or an acute triangle? Salisbury, Brad.
Acute triangle.
Incorrect. Over to Catasaqua. Doug.
Obtuse.
It's obtuse. 5, 12, 13 would be a right triangle. If it's 14 as the third side, instead of 13, it would have to be obtuse. Bonus 10-pointer. It's a 2-part mathematical question, Doug. Suppose that, and you see it there on the monitor, y is equal to x squared minus 4x plus 3. There are two values of x for which y is equal to 0. One of them is x is equal to 1. For 5 points, I want you to find the other x value for which y is equal to 0. Doug?
3.
Correct. For another 5 points, Doug and team, find the value of x for which y takes on its minimum value. Doug?
2.
Correct. You've got your 10. Toss up, going for a 10-point bonus. In August 1987, Nazi Rudolf Hess, who had been in prison since 1941, committed suicide. For 10 points, name the prison in which Salisbury, Brad.
Spandau Prison.
Correct. I wanted you to name the prison in which Rudolf Hess had been the only prisoner since 1966, Spandau. Bonus, Brad, for you and the team. Senators Phil Graham and Warren Rudman were principal authors of the Graham-Rudman budget legislation. For 5 points each, name the states which Graham and Rudman represent. Brad.
Rudman is New Hampshire and Graham is Texas.
Correct on both accounts. They're both Republicans from those two states. Going for a 10-point bonus, toss-up multiple choice. Don Quixote tilted at the windmill in which one of the following? Was it Holland, Austria, Spain, or Portugal? Catasaqua, Doug.
Spain.
Spain. It's about Spanish chivalry in the 1500s, and it's in the story by the Spanish writer Cervantes. Bonus 10-pointer, Doug. The word ecology is derived from the Greek root ekos, which means what? Doug?
Life.
No, it would mean house or home. Going for a 10-pointer, toss-up. One hero of the American Revolution was known as the Swamp Fox. What was his name? Salisbury, Griffith.
Francis Marion.
Correct. American general and cavalry leader from South Carolina. I'm looking for 2 dates in American history on this bonus, Brad. For 5 points each, give me the exact year in which these events occurred. First event, William McKinley was assassinated. Brad?
1901.
Correct. The United States entered World War I. Brad?
1914.
No, it would be 1917. April 6, 1917, the United States declared war on Germany. Here's your toss-up, going for a 10-point bonus. I'll define a literary term which begins with the letter M as in mother and consists of exactly 5 letters. I want you to identify this 5-letter word. A recurring feature, such as a name. Salisbury, Brad.
Motive.
Correct. Or motif. Correct. Here's your bonus. 10 points. I'm looking for 2 words, each belonging, or beginning. Let's try that again. I'm looking for 2 words, each beginning with the letter D as in dog. Your team will earn 5 points, Brad, for each one that you correctly identify from its description. First, an 8-letter adjective meaning scornful. Brad?
No response.
Derisive. Second one, a 9-letter adjective meaning bold, intrepid, valiant. Brad?
Daunting.
Daunting, close. Not quite enough letters. It's dauntless. Dauntless. Here's your toss-up, going for a 10-pointer. A legendary comic died in March 1987. This gifted comedian started as an entertainer in the Catskills, then worked in vaudeville, nightclubs, Broadway plays, radio, television, and the movies. For 10 points, Catasaqua, Brad.
Jackie Gleason.
Incorrect. Again, it's a toss-up. I'll complete the sentence or the question for Salisbury. A legendary comic died in March 1987. This gifted comedian started as an entertainer in the Catskills, then worked in vaudeville, nightclubs, Broadway plays, radio, television, and the movies. 10 points. Give me the stage name of this man who was also known for his charity work with UNICEF. Brad?
Al Jolson.
Not Al Jolson. I think he passed away some years before that. It's Danny Kaye, Brad. Danny Kaye. Another toss-up. Homophones are words which have the same pronunciation but different meanings and origins. For 10 points, give me the common pronunciation of the two homophones, which mean as follows. First, large, important, remarkable, or very good. And second, a framework of iron bars to hold burning fuel. Salisbury, Naresh.
Great.
Correct. G-R-E-A-T and G-R-A-T-E. Here's your bonus, a 10-pointer, Brad. I want you to define the word plutocracy. Brad?
A government run by the wealthy.
Correct. Going for a 15-point bonus. Toss up. Which state was the first to secede from the Union in 1860? Catasaqua, Andrew.
South Carolina.
Correct. Bonus, Doug, for you and the team. It's a bonus question on Alabama cities. For 5 points each, name 3 of the 4 largest cities in the state of Alabama. Doug.
Jackson, Mobile, no response.
Okay, you gave me Jackson. That's incorrect. Mobile is correct. 5 points. Birmingham, Montgomery, and Huntsville would have been the other 3. Going for a 10-point bonus. Toss-up, multiple choice. From the following, give the definition of usurpation. U-S-U-R-P-A-T-I-O-N. Is it revolution? Is it utilization? Disputation? Or unlawful seizure? Catasaqua, Brad.
Unlawful seizure.
Correct, Brad. That's the final buzzer. I haven't asked the bonus question. The final score is 170 for Salisbury and 65 for Catasaqua High School. Catasaqua, we thank you for being with us. It's nice to see your coach. I've seen him here for years and years and years, and it's nice to have Catasaqua represented. Doug, we're going to wish you and Brad and Frank good luck in college. Andy, we'll see you here next year. Salisbury, congratulations. You're going to go into the second round against the winner of next week's contest. It'll be sometime in early April. Next week, we have contestants from Nazareth and Saucon Valley High Schools. This is Harry Price. Thank you for being with us, and good night.
Funding for Scholastic Scrimmage is provided by the Air Products Foundation. The foundation is supported by donations from Air Products and Chemicals Incorporated as a charitable organization whose contributions provide support for educational, cultural, health, and community programs in the Lehigh Valley.